God says, it is only for you. 5 minutes left. There will be massive changes in your life. If you ignore this, I will never help you. You will receive 600 million into your bank account tonight, so stay with me and listen till the end. Listen carefully. Do not scroll past this. This is not something to put off. This is not just another passing moment. What you are reading now is the voice of the Lord reaching straight into your heart. If you turn away now, you risk walking away from the very breakthrough you've been crying out for. Stay here and receive it. Comment Amen right now if your heart is open. I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to you. You may not understand why, but I chose you to read this in this exact moment. Not 5 minutes before, not later now. Time is running out. Heaven has already been stirred for you, and you are on the edge of a life-shaking change. I don't say this lightly. I don't speak for the sake of sounding grand. I say this because your time is here, and what happens in the next few moments matters more than you realize. You are about to step into a moment that will shift everything. Doors will open that have been closed for years. Battles you've been silently fighting are about to be settled. The storm is not bigger than my hand. You've cried when no one saw. You've waited while others passed you by. But I have not forgotten you. I have not left you behind. I never abandoned you. Now I am calling you forward. I have seen you broken, frustrated, disappointed. I saw when you gave your last, when you kept trusting me, though everything around you was falling apart. And because you did not give up, because you did not curse my name in anger, but clung to hope even with trembling hands, I have stored up a blessing that is now ready to fall upon your life. Comment 1111 if you believe it is already being released. This is not for everyone. This is not for those who mock, who scroll past, who doubt what I am doing. This is only for you, the one reading this and feeling that tightness in your chest, that pull in your soul, that sudden stillness as if time just paused. That's me. That's my spirit confirming that this is your moment. Do not harden your heart now. The enemy has tried to convince you that nothing will change. But I tell you this, everything is about to change. You've waited long enough. You've prayed long enough. You've been faithful in the little. Now I will trust you with much. I am not a man that I should lie. My word does not return void. I have seen your secret pain. I have counted your tears. I have felt every disappointment that made you feel like giving up. And still you stayed. Still you trusted. And now I will reward that trust. There are only 5 minutes left. That does not mean literal minutes, but it means urgency. It means you are on the final edge before the release. If you ignore this and walk away, you may miss the exact window where my promise was ready to land in your life. If you dismiss my voice, if you doubt this nudge in your spirit, I will honor your choice to walk away. But my help will not be with those who ignore my hand when it reaches for them. I have prepared something so massive for you that it will silence every voice that ever mocked your journey. I am about to deposit a miracle in your life that cannot be explained, only witnessed. I have seen how the world has looked down on you, how they have whispered that you are going nowhere, how they overlooked your faith. But I, your God, have remembered every moment. I have been writing your story, and the next chapter begins now. Tonight, you will see my hand move. Tonight, something impossible will happen. You will wake up, and the burden will be gone. The fear, the shame, the pressure it will break. Your bank account, your health, your relationships, your dreams, they are all under my control. You think 600 million is too much? Is anything too hard for me? The silver and gold are mine. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. I am the God of more than enough. Don't try to figure it out, just receive it. This is not about money. This is about transformation. What I'm pouring into your life is not limited to numbers. It is favor, peace, provision, and overflow. It is healing of old wounds and restoration of what was lost. It is laughter where there was sorrow and dancing where there was mourning. And it is coming. It is coming fast. Like this video, if your heart is open to receive what I'm doing, not because you owe me anything, but because that one small act of faith stirs something powerful in the spiritual realm. Let your agreement unlock what has been waiting for your yes. I am moving swiftly. This is not a season to sit and watch others be blessed. This is your portion. This is your inheritance. My promises are yes and amen. You were not forgotten when others were favored. You were not rejected by me, even when the world rejected you. You were hidden, you were being prepared. And now the hiding season is over. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your story is shifting even while you sit here reading these words. I am not limited by time, by distance, by resources. I do not need permission to bless you. I am God. I do what I will, and I will bless whom I choose, and I choose you. Stop doubting. Stop listening to fear. Stop letting the past speak louder than my promise. What happened before is not a blueprint for what's coming next. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too behind. I do not use perfect people. I use willing people. If your heart is still beating, I'm not done. If your soul is still hoping, then stay here. Watch what I will do. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've asked me for signs. You've begged me for clarity. This is it. This is me talking to you, not to everyone, to you. You have been chosen for this moment. It is only for you. Take it seriously. Receive it deeply. And when you do, you will not have to chase what is yours. It will find you. Do not walk away now. Do not scroll past. You are on the edge of something divine. I am not a distant God. I am here. I am speaking. I am ready. But I will not force you. The choice is yours. I hear the thoughts you don't even say aloud. You've been carrying burdens meant for my shoulders, trying to make sense of a silence that wasn't rejection, it was preparation. What comes next is not ordinary. It is divine. You have not stumbled here by accident. There is no coincidence in the kingdom. I have drawn you here on purpose because your time is now. This is your moment to take hold of the breakthrough you've been waiting for. I have seen how you kept showing up, even when you felt unseen. I have watched you pray while tears ran down your face, not knowing how things would turn out. But today, I tell you, you are stepping into the suddenly you never saw coming. I have not forgotten a single sacrifice you made when no one else understood. I saw you choose love when you could have chosen revenge. I saw you choose integrity when compromise would have been easier. I saw you give when you barely had enough for yourself. And now, heaven is opening over your life. The seed you planted in pain is about to grow in favor. The prayers you whispered in the dark are now producing a harvest in the light. Comment 333 to declare your faith right now. Let your words agree with what I'm already doing behind the scenes. Don't let the delay make you think I denied you. Just because it didn't happen when you wanted doesn't mean it won't happen. My timing is perfect, and I've been aligning people, places, and opportunities for your arrival. I've been clearing paths you don't see yet. If you knew how much I've done in the background, your soul would rest in peace. I'm not delaying to hurt you, I'm positioning you so the blessing won't crush you when it comes. And it is coming. Swiftly. Not just in one area, but across every part of your life. I will restore what was stolen. I will rebuild what was broken. I will renew what seemed wasted. I am the God of resurrection. What others buried, I will breathe on again. What others said was dead, I will raise to life. That includes your joy, that includes your dreams, that includes your confidence, that includes your purpose. You are not forgotten. You are favored. That's why the attacks were so strong. The enemy saw the oil on your life and tried to take you out early. He tried through discouragement, through betrayal, through fear. But you made it through. You're still standing, and because you endured, I will pour out a blessing so loud it will speak for you before you ever open your mouth. I will prepare a table in the presence of those who doubted you. The 600 million I mentioned is not just about physical wealth. It represents overflow. It represents abundance that cannot be explained. It is a sign of how radically I intend to shift your life. People will say it happened overnight, but I know how long you've waited. I know the nights you cried yourself to sleep. I know the prayers you prayed with shaking hands. I know the battles that wore you out. But still you trusted me. Still you believed. That is why I will honor you now. You are walking into rooms where you once felt unworthy. You are stepping into roles you thought you weren't prepared for. But I prepared you in private so I could launch you in public. You are not stepping into blessings to prove others wrong. You are stepping into them to prove my faithfulness is real. I never left you. Not for 1 second. Even in the silence, I was working. Even in the waiting, I was building. Even in your breaking, I was blessing. I am the God of mercy. I am the God of grace. I am the God who restores time. What you think you lost, I will return pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The years you spent wandering will not go unseen. I waste nothing. Even your pain had purpose. Even your mistakes were folded into my plan. What was meant for harm, I am using for good. What others used to break you, I am using to build you. This is your confirmation. You asked me to speak. You asked me to send a sign. This is it. Let go of the fear. Let go of the shame. Let go of the old story you've been telling yourself about why it can't happen. You don't need to earn this. Just receive it. I am giving freely, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Comment 555 if you are ready for my divine release over your life. Stay in this moment with me. Don't rush past it. Don't scroll away. I know how many times you've been disappointed before. I know how hard it is to keep hoping. But trust me one more time. Just one more time. Let me show you what I can do when you put it all in my hands. Your obedience will open the windows of heaven. Your faith, even the size of a mustard seed, is enough. Just say yes. Just believe. The promise still stands. The blessing is still on its way. And this time, nothing can stop it. Not the economy, not your past, not the opinions of others. When I say it's yours, no one can take it from you. I am not a God of maybe. I am a God of yes. I am not withholding to punish you. I am withholding because the best is saved for last. The final minutes are here, and you are closer than you think. Do not look back. Do not turn around. What's ahead of you is greater than what's behind. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is not the end of my word over your life. This is the unfolding. This is the pouring out. My spirit is moving, and you are in the center of it. Not by accident, not by luck, but because you were chosen from the beginning. You have been asking me, Lord, when will it be my time? I tell you now, it is your time. It is not coming later. It is not waiting for another year. It has already been set in motion. The winds are shifting in your favor. I have assigned angels to your path. I have lined up opportunities you didn't ask for but were meant to walk into. You will not need to strive for them. They will come to you. You will not need to beg to be seen. You are already seen. You are about to watch what happens when my favor touches every part of your life. Not just one area, but all of it. Your finances, your family, your purpose, your health, your peace, all of it is under my authority. The enemy tried to touch it, but I am reclaiming it now. I am restoring everything the locusts ate. I am healing the things you thought would always remain broken. I am lifting the weight that's been on your shoulders for years. Comment 1212 to receive restoration over your life today. You've been walking through what felt like a wilderness, a place where it seemed like nothing was growing, a season that made you question if I was still near. But that wilderness was not punishment. It was protection. I was keeping you hidden while your enemies wandered close. I was strengthening your spirit so that when the promise arrived, you wouldn't fall under its weight. You were never forgotten, you were being prepared. Now comes the rain, the flood of favor, the outpouring that you're not even sure you're ready for. But I say, you are ready. Because you stayed faithful when nothing made sense. You obeyed me when it would have been easier to walk away. You kept showing up with a heart full of questions, and still you worshipped. That kind of faith moves my heart. That kind of trust unlocks blessings that cannot be measured. Do you know what I see when I look at you? I see someone who is stronger than they think. I see someone who carries light even after walking through darkness. I see someone who didn't let pain harden them. You've been stretched, pressed and shaken, but you didn't break. And because of that, I'm about to elevate you in ways that make no sense to the world. I am about to do something so new, so big, so sudden, it will leave people speechless. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. That's not your burden to carry. You weren't meant to figure it all out. You were meant to trust me. I already made a way. I already opened the door. I already put your name in the right hands. All I ask is that you stay in position, stay expectant, keep your heart open. The blessing is moving fast, and you need to be ready to receive it. Some people won't understand this new chapter of your life. They won't understand why you're being blessed so suddenly. But that's because they didn't see the battles. They didn't see the nights you cried, the moments you nearly gave up. I saw it all. I was there. And I promised you, if you remain in me, I will remain in you. I will never leave you empty. I will never let your faith return void. The enemy has been trying to distract you, trying to fill your mind with noise, telling you that nothing is going to change. But that voice is a lie. I have already started the shift. The chains are already breaking. The delays are already ending. The doors are already creaking open. This isn't about what you see with your eyes. It's about what I've already finished in the spirit. Comment 777 if you believe the shift has already begun. You're not going to have to force anything this time. You won't have to prove your worth. I am sending what belongs to you straight into your hands. And no man, no force, no situation can block what I've commanded to be released. I don't operate by the rules of the world. I am above them. I part seas. I make dry bones live. I bring water from rocks. I call the dead to rise. And if I can do all that, I can surely bring you out of what you're facing. You will laugh again. You will dance again. You will breathe freely again. The pressure that's been sitting on your chest is lifting even now. My spirit is moving in your space as you listen. I am sitting beside you, wrapping my presence around your shoulders like a warm blanket. Can you feel it? That's me. I've never been far. I've never looked away. Even when you couldn't see me, I was guiding your every step. This blessing isn't about riches alone. It's about alignment. It's about divine placement. It's about walking in peace where there was chaos. It's about waking up with purpose instead of fear. I am giving you a future filled with hope, not anxiety. You were never meant to just survive. You were made to thrive, to overflow, to walk in my promises boldly. And now, you will. Others may have counted you out. They said you were too late, too flawed, too unqualified. But I say you are right on time. I say you are chosen. I say you are worthy not because of what you've done, but because of who you belong to. You are my child, my creation, my beloved. And I do not make mistakes. When you look back on this moment, you will see it clearly. You'll say, that was the day everything changed. Not because of what you did, but because of what I released. I am moving in ways you cannot yet understand. But in time, you will see it all unfold. The puzzle pieces will fall into place. The closed doors will make sense. The delays will prove divine. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You may think you're too broken or too late, but I am telling you now, the enemy has fought you so hard because he knows what's coming. He knows you are carrying something holy, something unshakable, something meant to touch others, and he's terrified of what will happen when you finally step into it. You've wondered, why has this season been so heavy? Because you were being strengthened for what you asked me for. I don't send blessings into hands that aren't ready. I first build the hands. I build the faith. I build the endurance. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. That pressure you felt was shaping you. That silence you endured was making you more sensitive to my voice. That delay was positioning you in the exact place for me to pour out what has been waiting for you all along. Comment 999 if you know deep down this season has been preparing you for something greater. Now the waiting is over. You've crossed through the wilderness. You've carried your cross. You've laid things down you didn't think you could live without. You've cried prayers that even you didn't understand. And now, the reward is coming. I am not a God who forgets. I do not overlook faithfulness. I do not ignore the cries of my children. I have seen every single tear. They've been collected in my hands. And now, it's time for me to answer. You are not entering a moment of change. You are entering a life of transformation. This isn't a temporary shift. This isn't a one-time breakthrough. What I'm doing is permanent. You will not return to where you came from. You will not go back to the same cycles, the same fears, the same emptiness. I am breaking those chains once and for all. You've carried some of them your whole life. But today, I say enough. I am bringing justice into your life. Divine justice. Not revenge, not anger, but righteousness. What was unfair, I will make right. What was taken, I will return in ways you never expected. You don't have to fight for it. Just stay close to me. I am your defender. I am your witness. I was there when they betrayed you. I was there when they lied about you. I was there when you were left alone with nothing but your faith. And I will lift you up in the sight of those who once looked down on you. They thought it was over for you. They thought you were finished, but they didn't see what I was building inside you. You've been forged in the fire, refined like gold, and now you shine with a strength that only comes from walking with me through the valley of shadows. You didn't break, you grew. You didn't quit, you pressed forward. And that strength will carry you into places you never imagined. This next chapter of your life will not look like the last. What drained you before will no longer have access to you. What stole your peace before will no longer enter your atmosphere. I am placing a hedge of protection around you. My angels are going before you. My spirit is within you. My promise is behind you, pushing you forward. Nothing formed against you will prosper, because I, myself, have spoken over your life. Comment 1010 if you are ready to walk in the fullness of my protection. I need you to know something. You are not who you were. You've changed. You've matured. You've grown deeper in your faith, even when it felt like you were just surviving. What you think was your weakest season was actually the time I was building your foundation. And now, what's built on that foundation will not fall. You are about to experience peace that cannot be explained, joy that doesn't make sense, provision that overflows. You may not see it all yet, but it's already been set in motion. People are going to call it a miracle. You'll call it my faithfulness. When it comes, you won't have to stress, strive, or explain. The blessing will speak for itself. It will announce itself. It will confirm everything I've whispered to you in private. And yes, it will come suddenly, overnight. Just like I said, don't doubt what I've already declared. I don't change my mind about you. I don't make promises I can't keep. If I said I will restore you, I will. If I said I will bless you, I will. If I said I will fight for you, I will. Let every lie that told you otherwise fall away now. Let every fear be silenced. Let every voice of shame be shut down. My word over your life is final. You are stepping into a season where you will not have to knock, doors will open as you walk. You will not have to chase people to see your worth. They will recognize what I've placed on you. You will not have to carry the burden of always holding it together. I will carry you. Even when you feel weak, I will be strong in you. Even when you feel lost, I will be the light at your feet. This blessing is not just for you, it's for the generations after you. Your obedience is breaking generational patterns. Your faith is planting seeds for children you haven't even met yet. Your yes is creating a legacy of healing, purpose, and favor. You are the one I chose to start it with. You are the one I trusted to carry it forward, and you will not carry it alone. You will look back on this moment as the turning point, the shift, the divine interruption, the moment where heaven stepped into your life and everything changed. Not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. Not because you had all the answers, but because you kept holding on. That is what moves me. That is what activates heaven. So stand tall, even if you feel tired. Raise your head, even if you feel broken. You are seen, you are chosen, you are loved more deeply than you can understand. And I am with you. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am right here, closer than your breath, ready to lead you into all that I have prepared. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Not in the noise, not in the fear, but in the quiet moments where your spirit says, God, I'm here. I've seen you showing up for everyone else, pouring out from an empty cup, smiling through storms, and holding on when everything inside you wanted to fall apart. But I am pouring back into you now. I am refilling every part of you that's been drained. The enemy has tried to make you feel invisible, forgotten, unworthy. He's tried to whisper that you've missed your chance, that you've waited too long, that your time has passed. But I speak over that lie with truth. I am the God of perfect timing. I don't work by human clocks. I don't run out of resources. I'm never too early and I'm never too late. Your appointed time is now. That's why I've drawn you here. That's why this word has been chasing you down. You didn't find it, it found you. You've prayed, Lord, just show me one more time that you're still with me. And here I am, reminding you again, I never left. I never turned my face away. Even when you felt alone, I was closer than ever. Even when you walked through the fire, I was standing beside you, shielding you from what should have taken you out. If only you could see the battles I fought for you in the spirit. If only you knew the plans of the enemy that I crushed without you even knowing. Comment 1515 if you know God has protected you even in unseen ways. This next blessing I am sending is going to change your identity. Not in who you are to me, you have always been my child, but in how the world sees you. People who once doubted you will be left in awe. Not because you need their approval, but because my glory will be undeniable in your life. The same ones who counted you out will have no choice but to witness what I'm about to do. And many of them will come to know me through your testimony. I am doing something in your life that will not require explanation. It will speak so loudly that even those who don't believe will see that it could only be me. You won't need to defend yourself. You won't need to prove anything. Just keep walking in obedience and let me handle the rest. I will make your name known for my glory, not for popularity or pride, but because you've been faithful in the hidden place. I've been watching how you've handled disappointment, how you kept loving me, even when you didn't understand what I was doing, how you kept worshiping me in the dark. That has not gone unnoticed. I am a rewarder of those who diligently seek me, and your reward is not far off. It's on the way. It's already moving toward you now. You won't have to strive anymore. I'm taking you out of survival mode. You've been surviving for too long, clenching your fists just to make it another day. But I am the God who brings rest. I am the God who brings peace. I did not create you to live constantly under pressure. I created you to flourish, to have life, and have it more abundantly. That's what I'm restoring now, your ability to breathe freely, to live fully, to hope again without fear. Comment 1717 if you receive this life of peace and restoration. I am releasing divine connections into your life. The people I am sending are not sent to drain you, but to bless you, to walk beside you, to lift your arms when you grow weary. You've spent too long pouring into those who only took from you. But now, I am sending those who pour back, who carry my spirit, who will remind you of who you are when you forget. You don't have to keep proving your worth. I already declared it when I formed you. I already called you good when I created you in your mother's womb. Every scar you carry, I've seen it. Every flaw you hide, I've loved through it. Every doubt you battle, I'm not shaken by it. My love for you is not based on your perfection. It is based on my nature, and I do not change. I am still the God who parts seas. I am still the God who shuts the mouths of lions. I am still the God who multiplies what little you bring. And I am still the God who speaks to you, even now, to remind you that your story is not finished. What looked like the end was only a setup. What felt like rejection was redirection. What seemed like silence was strategy. You're about to see why it had to happen the way it did. The doors that closed protected you. The people who left made room for better. The opportunities that passed were never meant for the level I'm calling you to. I don't give you leftovers, I give you what is best, and I have saved the best for now. You may feel like you've wasted time, but I tell you this, nothing is wasted in my hands. Not one tear, not 1 year, not one step. I use it all. I redeem what was lost. I rebuild what was ruined. I restore what was stolen. I return what was delayed. I do it all in ways that go beyond what you can ask or imagine. You've been standing in faith, and I am proud of you, even when no one else saw it. Even when you thought you were weak, I saw your strength, I saw your heart, and I was moved by it. You didn't need to be perfect, you just needed to be available. And now, because you've said, "Here I am, Lord," I will take you where you could never go on your own. This isn't just a feeling or a passing thought, it's me. I'm the one stirring your heart, clearing the noise, and bringing your attention back to what matters. You're not here by mistake. I brought you here because what I'm about to release is meant only for those who stay, who listen, who respond when I call. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've carried more than you should have. You've smiled when you were crumbling. You've been strong for others while no one was strong for you. But I'm coming now to carry what's been too heavy. I'm not just giving you blessings, I'm giving you rest. You've been running too long, trying to fix everything, trying to be everything. But I am your source. You don't have to hold it all together anymore. That's my job. You just have to trust me with what's in your hands, and I'll take care of the rest. You've been asking for a sign, and here it is. You didn't just stumble across these words. I led you here because you've been calling out to me, not with loud words, but with quiet desperation. I heard the prayers you whispered through tears. I saw the questions you never dared to ask out loud. And I want you to know, I've already answered. The help is already coming. The shift is already in motion. I've already made the way. Comment Amen if you believe your prayers have already been answered. The struggle, the waiting, the long nights, none of it was wasted. I saw how hard it was. I saw when you had to act brave just to survive the day. I know how it felt to carry disappointment while still trying to keep your faith alive. You didn't think anyone noticed, but I noticed. I was there every time your heart broke, and I was there every time you chose to keep going anyway. That is what I honor, that is what I reward. I don't look for perfection, I look for persistence. I look for those who won't let go of me when everything else falls apart. You've done that. You've held on when you had every reason to let go. And now, I will hold you up and carry you into the season I promised you long ago. You didn't miss it. You're not late. You're right on time for what I've been preparing behind the scenes. I know it hasn't been easy. The enemy tried to make you believe that I was silent. He tried to convince you that I turned away. But I never left. I've been in every detail, every step, every delay. I don't waste anything. I don't make accidents. And you are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. You are not disqualified. In fact, you are exactly the one I've chosen to carry this blessing. Comment 222 if you trust that God has chosen you for this moment. You have walked through the fire, but the fire didn't destroy you, it refined you. You've walked through storms, but the storms didn't drown you, they strengthened your faith. Every battle you fought in silence, every tear you cried when no one was watching, every time you whispered my name when you felt like you were breaking, I held it all. And now, it's harvest time. Yes, harvest. Not just a blessing, not just a breakthrough, but a full harvest. That means it will come in waves. You will see blessing upon blessing, restoration upon restoration. What took years to break will take only moments for me to rebuild. I will do it suddenly. You won't have to force it or chase it. It will come looking for you, and it will overtake you. You won't be begging for opportunities anymore. You won't be explaining yourself to people who were never meant to understand your calling. I'm closing some doors, and you don't need to go back knocking on them. I've got better ones opening. Doors no man can shut. I've gone before you, and I've cleared the path. Just walk in faith. Just believe that I'm not teasing you. I'm taking you somewhere real. You've been loyal. You've been humble. You've stayed in the background when others pushed themselves forward. But now I'm pulling you out of hiding. I'm calling your name into places your feet haven't even touched yet. You won't have to fight for visibility. I'm making sure you are seen not for your glory, but for mine. I will make you a testimony that draws others back to me. There's a reason the warfare increased. There's a reason everything felt harder right before now. It's because your breakthrough was getting closer. The enemy threw everything at you, hoping you'd give up before you reached it. But you didn't. You stayed in the fight. And because of that, you are stepping into something the enemy can't touch. You are stepping into the fulfillment of promises that have been waiting for this moment. I know the weight you've been carrying. I know the things you haven't told anyone. But I want you to give them to me now. All of it. The anxiety, the fear, the doubt, the heaviness. Lay it down at my feet. You were never meant to carry it alone. I will exchange it for peace. I will replace your confusion with clarity. I will take your brokenness and make something beautiful from it. I am not just fixing your situation, I'm transforming your life. The places where you were once mocked will become places where you are honored. The people who once walked away will have to watch me bless you. Not because you need to prove anything, but because I want the world to see what I do for those who love me, even in the dark. You are not average. You are not overlooked. You are marked by my presence. I walk with you. I talk with you. I protect you, even from what you don't see. You have no idea how many battles I've fought on your behalf. You have no idea how many traps I've destroyed before they ever reached you. I am the reason you're still standing, and I'm not finished yet. This next season will be full of surprises. It will be full of things you never thought possible. You'll wake up in places you didn't plan for but were destined for. You'll receive messages, calls, and confirmations that make your heart leap. You'll say, God, how did this happen? And I'll remind you, I was always working. You just couldn't see it yet. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I just want your heart. And because you've given it, because you've stayed when others walked away, you are now standing on the edge of something sacred. What I am about to release in your life will be so deep, so complete, so undeniable, that even your enemies will say, "Surely the Lord is with them." You've walked through seasons that should have broken you, but they didn't. You've endured losses that could have left you bitter, but you stayed soft. You've been betrayed, but you didn't retaliate. You kept your hands clean when it would have been easier to fight in the flesh. That matters. That means something. I'm not ignoring it. I've been storing every act of quiet obedience, every act of forgiveness, every hidden sacrifice, and now I am ready to pour back into you. You thought I was silent. You thought nothing was changing. But I've been working underground, like roots pushing through the soil, quiet, unseen, but powerful. What's about to break through the surface will seem sudden, but it's been growing for a long time. Just because they didn't see the process doesn't mean there wasn't one. I was shaping you the entire time. You're not who you were a year ago. You're stronger, wiser, more grounded in me. And now, you're ready. Comment 1111 if you feel something shifting already in your spirit. This is the moment you've been praying for. The turnaround, the open doors, the answered prayers. But not just one blessing. I'm bringing overflow. When I bless, I don't do it halfway. I bring more than enough. I bless you so you can bless others. I heal you so you can help others heal. I restore you so you can walk with others into their own restoration. Your life is about to be a living testimony. The struggle wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You needed to be ready not just to receive, but to carry what I'm giving you. A blessing too soon can feel like a burden. But now, because you've waited, because you've endured, what once would have crushed you will now bless you. What once scared you will now strengthen you. What once felt out of reach will now feel like it was always meant to be yours. You'll walk into rooms and not feel out of place. You'll sit at tables you used to only dream of. And you'll do it with peace, not pride. Because you'll know it was never about striving, but surrender. You'll say, "I didn't do this, God did." And people will see me through your life. They'll see my faithfulness, my goodness, my favor, and they'll want to know the God who turned your ashes into beauty. I am rewriting the story they told about you. They said you'd never recover. They said you missed your moment. They said it was over for you. But I get the final word. And I say, rise. I say, walk into what I've prepared. I say, the story isn't finished, it's just getting good. What they meant for evil, I am turning for good. What the enemy used to break you, I am using to build you. The very things that hurt you will become the very things that help others find healing through you. Comment 333 if you believe God is rewriting your story right now. The time of hiding is over. I kept you hidden because what I was doing in you needed to be protected, but now I am bringing you out. Into the light, into the blessing, into the influence. Not for fame, but for impact. Not for your name, but for mine. You will walk in rooms not to be seen, but to carry my presence. You will speak, and hearts will shift, not because of your words, but because of the anointing on them. Do not be afraid of the size of the blessing. You've been living small for too long, trying not to take up too much space, trying not to be a burden. But I created you for impact. I designed you with purpose. You were never meant to shrink to make others comfortable. You were meant to shine, not to boast, but to point others to me. You are a light in the darkness, and now I'm turning that light up. Yes, the blessing includes peace. Yes, it includes provision. But more than that, it includes purpose. You will wake up with a reason to get out of bed. You will go to sleep with peace, not panic. You will no longer live to survive, but to thrive. You'll stop asking, How will I make it? And start declaring, God is already making a way. Don't worry about how it will come. That's my job. Just stay in position, stay faithful, keep showing up, keep listening. The right people will come, the right doors will open, the right answers will appear. I will guide you with clarity. No more confusion, no more second guessing. My peace will be your confirmation. When it's from me, you'll feel it deep in your spirit. You'll know. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the fear. You're forgiven, you're covered, you're free. Stop rehearsing your failures. I've already thrown them into the sea of forgetfulness. I don't call you by your mistakes, I call you by your name. I call you chosen, loved, worthy, mine, and that will never change. This is your time. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not when you feel more qualified. Right now, as you are. Watch me take the little you have and do more with it than you imagined. Watch me turn the broken pieces into something beautiful. Watch me use what the world called weak to do something powerful. You were not called to live in the shadows, carrying the weight of the past. You were made for light, for glory, for purpose. And now, I am calling you out of hiding. I am calling you into the life I spoke over you long before you ever saw pain. You've wondered why things were delayed. You've asked me, why did they get their blessing, but I'm still waiting? Let me tell you now, child. I wasn't withholding from you. I was protecting what's yours. Not everyone around you was ready to see you rise. Not every place you wanted to go was meant for your feet. I shut some doors to guard your spirit. I closed some paths to keep you from compromise. Not because I was distant, but because I was near. So near, I refused to let you walk into something that would steal your joy in the name of success. Comment Amen if you believe God's delays were His protection over you. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Yes, you were disappointed. Yes, there were moments you felt like giving up. And I understand. I never ignored your pain. But now, I need you to hear this. It's time to let go of the bitterness. It's time to stop asking, why did they leave? Or why did that opportunity vanish? If it was meant for you, it would still be here. What's coming is better. What I've planned is higher. You don't need what you lost, you need what I'm about to give you. You're not the same person you were when you entered that last storm. You've grown. You've seen things differently. You've learned how to depend on me in ways you never had before. That's worth more than any temporary success. That's the kind of growth that lasts. Now that I've rebuilt you from the inside out, I can trust you with what's on the way. I'm about to bring people into your life who won't just take, they'll bless. I'm about to open doors that don't just look good, they lead to purpose. I'm about to align you with favor that you won't have to beg for, it will follow you. I need you to believe me, even if you don't see it yet. I need you to stop looking at what hasn't happened and start praising me for what's already been released in the unseen. Faith isn't about what your eyes can verify. It's about what your heart chooses to trust. You're closer than ever, and the enemy knows it. That's why he's been trying so hard to distract you, to discourage you, to drag you back into old cycles. But not this time. This time, you're moving forward. Comment 777 If you refuse to go back to the person you were before the storm, the enemy tried to make you settle. He tried to convince you to shrink your prayers, lower your expectations, accept less than what I promised. But I didn't create you to settle. I created you to stand. I created you to walk in power, in wisdom, in authority. I didn't give you dreams just to tease you. I gave them to point you to where I was leading you. Don't throw them away because they've taken time. I am not done. What you thought was broken beyond repair, I'm healing. What you thought would never come back, I'm restoring. The pieces that seemed scattered are coming together. You've been waiting on me, but I've also been waiting on you. Waiting for you to stop trying to do it alone. Waiting for you to stop measuring my faithfulness by your timeline. Waiting for you to let me be the God who exceeds your expectations, not just meets them. You will not be overlooked in this next season. You will not be forgotten, passed over, or hidden. I am putting my mark on you. I'm lifting your name into conversations you haven't even entered yet. I'm preparing tables in rooms you haven't stepped into yet. You won't have to push your way in, I'll make space for you. You won't have to force connections, I'll bring divine alignment. The ones who hurt you won't be able to stop your blessing. The ones who lied about you won't be able to block your purpose. I saw what they said. I heard what they whispered. I watched how they tried to bury you. But what they didn't realize was that you were a seed. And seeds don't die in the dark. They grow. You're coming up now. You're rising not because of them, but in spite of them. I am your defender. Let me handle the justice. Your job is to stay focused. Keep your heart clean and your hands lifted. You're going to start seeing unexpected blessings, things that don't make sense, favor that feels too big. Don't question it, receive it. You've planted with tears, now you'll reap with joy. You've walked through fire, now you'll walk in peace. You've endured the silence, now you'll dance in the sound of answered prayer. Don't minimize what I'm doing just because others won't understand it. Not everyone will celebrate with you. That's okay. Not everyone was assigned to your future. I will reveal who is meant to walk with you and who is only meant to watch. Let me be the one who reveals. Let me be the one who removes. You don't need to chase clarity from people. I'll give it to you. I'll make it plain. I'm bringing healing to places in your heart you've buried deep. Wounds you don't talk about. Memories you pretend don't bother you. I see it all, and I love you through it. I'm not afraid of your pain. I don't run from your brokenness. I sit with you in it. I walk you out of it, and I use it all for glory. Nothing is wasted. You are still called, still chosen, still covered. No mistake is greater than my mercy. No detour can cancel your destiny. I'm pulling you back into alignment, not with shame, but with love. I discipline those I love, and I call them home not to punish, but to restore. You're not too far. You're one step away. Just turn your heart back toward me. I'm already here. This next part of your journey will be different. Not because the world changed, but because you changed. You won't walk with fear anymore. You'll walk with boldness. You won't question your value anymore. You'll walk in confidence, not in yourself, but in who I made you to be. You'll wake up with peace. You'll rest without anxiety. You'll speak with clarity. You'll move in authority. Not because you earned it, but because you're mine. You are chosen not by chance, not by accident, but by divine design. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. Before a single tear fell from your eyes, I saw it. Before a single prayer left your lips, I heard it. I know every thought, every fear, every hope. And yet, I still say, I love you. I choose you. I am not waiting for you to be perfect. I am waiting for you to believe me. Comment 555 if you know deep down that God chose you, just as you are. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been through fire, and it hurt. You've been through storms, and they nearly swallowed you. But they didn't win. They didn't break you. That's the proof of my hand over your life. If I had not been with you, you would have drowned in that sorrow. But I held you. I carried you through the nights when no one knew what you were facing, and I did not bring you this far to leave you now. You may feel like nothing around you is changing yet, but trust me, it already has. What you see is not all that is. My spirit is already shifting things in your favor. I'm moving people. I'm closing some doors, opening others. I'm clearing the way ahead of you. I've heard your cries for help, and I am responding not just to your words, but to your heart. You won't have to beg for breakthrough anymore. You're about to walk into it. The financial stress, the emotional pressure, the heaviness in your chest, I'm lifting it now. I'm not just giving you money. I'm giving you peace. I'm not just giving you influence. I'm giving you rest. I'm not just giving you answers. I'm giving you wisdom. Because what I give lasts, what I give fills, what I give heals. You've been trying to hold it all together on your own. You've been trying to fix things that were never yours to carry. But today, I'm asking you to give it back to me. The weight, the worry, the control. Lay it down. You don't have to pretend anymore. I already know. And I still stay. You've been afraid that if people saw the real you, the pain, the doubt, the broken places, they'd walk away. But I see it all. And I'm not walking. I'm staying. I'm healing. I'm restoring. I'm redeeming. That's what I do. I don't throw broken people away. I use them. I raise them. I anoint them. I send them out to shine for my glory.